What's up, friends, and welcome back to Emily's Game. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm so sorry I've been missing. I have had some major neck issues, and I've actually been in physical therapy trying to get it dealt with. So a lot of late nights getting home, a lot of difficulties just trying to find time to get some recordings done or even stream. I'm actually home a decent time tonight, and I feel pretty good. So I'm going to do a recording based off one of my recordings from last week about the hauling missions, being able to auto-load and unload. I've had a lot of people actually ask me about something unrelated to that video, which would be the Haul C. Does it actually work? A lot of people are having issues with it. So I thought, well, I've not used it in 4.0.1, so let's give it a go. So here we are in Stanton. I got my Haul C out. I'm going to go pick up a load of just scrap. I don't want to spend too much, but I do want to get a full load, and I want to go sell it and see what happens. So if you guys are unfamiliar with how the Haul C works, I will try to do a step-by-step through the process, and let's see where it fails. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you out there. Hi, friends. So apparently a lot of the issue people have are the necessity of having to dock the ship. Docking can be problematic, especially with, a ship that can carry a lot of cargo like the Haul C. There's been a lot of updates to this. It's not as bad as it used to be, but the good news is you do not have to dock this ever. You can do this entire loop with the Haul C without ever docking it, and I'm going to show you how. We're here at the Seraphim Station, and I'm heading over to the landing pads. So instead of docking, we're going to park off the landing pads because ships have been known to disappear on the landing pads. We're going to park a little bit away from them. We're going to float in. We're going to go buy our commodity, which in this case is going to be scrap, and I should be able to get a full load here at Seraphim. We're going to come back out, we're going to get it loaded up, and we're going to head off and try to sell it. I don't want to get too close because I've had ships disappear over here by the pads. I'm going to max my shields too, just for the hell of it. Make sure you got your helmet on, folks. That still is an issue for the best of us. Little word of advice: never leave your ship with an open door. Always shut your doors. Always. This will help prevent anybody from taking your ship. Because guess what, people? People like to steal ships. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is look and see what pad you're at. It's not a major problem if you don't. It is just quicker to get back to your ship. Always check your pad behind landing pads. But you can get right back to it instead of searching individual pads, because guess what? That's just a waste of time. Ain't nobody got time for that. We are on pad 3. Guys, I will see you at the admin kiosks. The kiosks are upstairs in the Galleria. And again, this is Seraphim. My ship is parked off of the landing pads. However, it still detects it. So, good news. Now, as with the video I showed, I think it was last week, about auto-loading and unloading, when you select your ship, guess what? It doesn't work. So this is another reason why people think Haul C functionality is broken. It is not. This is actually an issue with the admin kiosks. Why? I don't know. I just play here. Alright, so what I've found is if you pick something else, like for example, I picked my avatar, my character. There's my Haul C, and you can see that that's the Haul C, and you know that the Haul C has a shit ton of cargo capacity. So there we are. Alright, we're gonna buy scrap. 32 SCU. And it costs $6.5 million. Guess what? I can afford it. It's worth it to me. I want to see if I can make my money back. I believe if I calculate right, I will profit like 1.3 million off of this. So I'm currently at 14.8. This is going to cost me 6.6. So let's see what happens. Wish me luck. This is probably a stupid thing to do, but I'm doing it. All right. Now we go pick up our cargo. Again, we are not docked. The ship is not stored. So this works. I would advise you, especially if you're the paranoid type, get on your ship and shut your door. Shut it. Close. I mean, can you tell I've had my experiences here? I really have. I do not suspect there's anybody on the ship, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so we've arrived at the station. We've purchased our commodity. Now we've got to load the ship. As you can see, the hull C is in its standard configuration. Now, I believe there is a combination. I don't remember what my settings are, so I'm not going to mess with that. The nice thing about the hull C is there is a switch here you can hit that does work. Nice little animation. It's so cool. I don't know about you guys. I really do this. I really do enjoy this game loop. I think this is a lot of fun. All right, now that we've got the cargo spindle extended, our next step is, you guessed it, load the cargo. How do you do that? And it's actually rather simple. There are a series of what looks like shipping container modules around the station. Right? What's going to happen is there's going to be a green box that's going to appear and you're going to pull into it. However, to get the green box, you have to call cargo services. There's two ways you can do that. Roger that. Oh, that's about it. Anyways, there's two ways to do that. One, you can go to your comms. You can go to your friends and then go to Seraphim Station Cargo. Hit the button there. That will call the cargo center. The other option here is use your MFDs. Again, right here, Seraphim Station Cargo. We're going to hail. As you can see, cargo transfer requested. They're waiting our arrival. Okay, well, our arrival to where? Well, that's up to you to find. As you can see, my green box popped up here. Sometimes they're hidden behind the station, behind the rings. You just have to look for it. So we're going to get our miserably flying ship over to the box. And I think it's miserable now. Just wait. You've never flown a fully loaded cargo all C. It flies like a loaf of bread. It's awful. You must compensate for the wait. It is hard to go, hard to stop, hard to turn. It's nuts. Couple of tips here. Don't go into the box too fast because you have to stop. As soon as it turns green, you need to stop. So I'm going to adjust my speed limiter way down. For whatever reason, my joystick no longer lets me set my speed limiter, so I'm going to have to rebind that. All right, as you enter the box, you got a lot of ship going in the box here. And the ship has to be fully inside the square and at a complete stop as soon as the thing turns green. So I'm going to go back in here. We're going to watch it. You're going to see the message on the screen change. Unable to transfer. That's okay. Don't let that stress you out too much because that sucks. If you wait, sometimes it works. If it doesn't, just simply back out. Come back in again. It's not a terribly difficult thing to do. It does suck sometimes because you got to do it 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but I've always got it to work. And as you can see, it's really hard to see here, but there are boxes popping up on the ship there. This is so cool. This is just neat. The ability to do this. I kind of worry though that in the future they're gonna make us load and unload this on ourselves. I mean, the MPUV tractor is a thing. Why wouldn't they? I hope not. Just going to take a lot more time to do, but it is what it is. If they do that, I do hope that they give you the option to not lower the lower spindles so that you can land on a planet and do this. But probably not. And I believe that's it. Cargo transfer complete. All right. Now you might be asking, Emily, what are you going to do with that cargo? Where are you going to sell all that cargo? Well, that's a really good question. I'm going to show you how I figure out where to go with different types of cargo. I've got several cargo loops I do with the Hull C, with the C2, the M2, you name it. If you're looking for a loop and you need help finding it, they're not perfect, but they're out there. I use the uexcorp.space website. What you want to do is you go to the trade tab and go to commodities. That'll bring this up here. I picked on scrap, buy tab, and I looked for stations with the box. There is a key down here. The box, the square, whatever you want to call it, represents a loading dock. The Hull C requires a loading dock. We came to Seraphim Station because it is about the cheapest, and they carry a ton, right? The Hull C carries 4,060, or I don't know, whatever, 4,600. So in order to get a max load, Port Trusser would not have worked. Air Gateway would have, but you pay considerably more for it. So keep an eye on what you pay for it, regardless of where you're going. Now what we do is we look at the sell tab. Magnus is the first one on here that pays the most. They will buy all of it if they're not maxed out. Now the problem there is you never know. They might be, they might not be. Well, Emily, Lorville, can buy quite a bit for a decent price. That's true, Emily, talking to myself. But they are not a place where you can get a Hull C to load or unload, so you can't go there. You could go to Pyro, 1666. Well, we're missing almost 100 per SCU. That's a considerable amount. So if I go out here to Magnus, and it takes me 3 times to sell, to be quite honest, it's worth it. It's not that hard to do, and if we've got to do it, I will show you how I do that. Magnus is a long-ass jump. We're going to get our butts out there. 4 minutes to get there. I will see you there.
Contact received.
Now, friends, I'm going to tell you something. I got a little nervous there. I got a bunch of contacts received while I was leaving there. One recommendation I do have, and I should have done this, is jump somewhere else, stop, reroute back to your destination. That way, if somebody sees you heading here with a full load, they could try to beat you there and ambush you. So that could be a major problem you may run into. Again, I'm not the paranoid type, but it happens. I've had it happen. I've seen it happen. I've heard about it happening. So just a little word of advice. Jump elsewhere first. 10, 20, 30 seconds into the jump. Stop, reroute, and jump again. We're here. Conduct a couple scans when you get here. Check for any ships that may be in the area. There are a few. Oh. Apparently I came out of Quantum right on top of this guy. Oops. Damn, there's another one there. I don't know what's up there. We're gonna make sure these are not manned ships. Emily's not paranoid. Much. Okay, that one is not manned, or it's not. No one's in the pilot seat. No one's in the pilot seat. Doesn't mean they're not there. And it's freelancer. I ain't afraid of that. Okay. Sweet. I'm not too terribly worried here. I'm going to turn my quantum off. Bring my shields up. I should have done that first thing I did when I got here. Ooh, again, like I said, it flies like a loaf of bread. I've been pushing down for probably 15 seconds on my joystick. Hey, here we go. We're finally moving down. Very slow to respond. So so expect that. It's going to give you issues, I promise. I'm not terribly familiar with this station. What you want to do when you get here is look for the landing pads, because again, you do not have to dock. I do believe they are right there. Get my crosshair on them a little bit for you. There. So that's where we're headed. We're going to do the same thing we did to buy the commodity. We're going to park next to it. We're going to go in. We're going to tell them we want to sell it and just repeat the process. And here we are. We are at the Magnus Gateway Admin Center on the Galleria level. Again, Hall C. Guess what? It is not my Hall C. That looks like my Terrapin. That's an MPUV cargo. That's not my Hall C either. Let's check the cargo. MPUV. Nope. How about the Terrapin? Haha. Terrapin. Dun, dun, dun. As you can see, I can sell the scrap. I can sell it at max. $0. What? Something's wrong here. 1.766. That's what I thought it would sell for. Oh, look at that. Estimated unload time. I think that's right. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna back off here. That should not say 0. What was that? Terrapin? Yes. Max 0. Alright. Yeah, they're not gonna pay me for it. What the Okay, I don't know what to do here. This is new. If I confirm, does it mean I'm actually going to get nothing for it? That's not going to fly. Not going to fly. You have a very high inventory. You do buy... So what's the deal? Oh shit, it's still not letting me do it. It says they do buy 32s. I don't like that at all. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We're at Magnus. That's where we can make the most for it, but I'm not going to risk getting paid 0 for it. That's just malarkey. We're gonna go to Pyro Gateway. I'm still not gonna lose that much off it, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Pyro Gateway. We're gonna sell it there. I heard there was some campers at the wormholes, so I'm gonna steer clear of that. Pyro Gateway. We are at the Pyro Station, and as you know, Pyro Station can be very busy with the wormhole. So we're going to try and avoid people at all costs here. We're going to try and find the landing pads, which I think those are the landing pads. Right. I find this weird. I don't see any ships on scans. Not complaining. Actually, that's ideal. Here's where we'll go to unload these tower Gilly Whoppers. This station is empty, you guys. This is the freaking Pyro Gateway. Where the hell is everybody? Maybe that's why I couldn't sell my shit. Maybe it's broken. Server issues? That's unheard of. Alright, Galleria area, Pyro Station, lower level. All right, we are going to pick. I'm going to pick my lightning. Ah, it's in demand. Oh, here we go. Sell it for 7.67. Don't remember what I paid for it. 6.5. Either way, I'm making more off selling it than I did buying it, but I'm not making as much as I could have with having sold it at Magnus. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this here. I believe I was at 14.6 mil. I'll confirm it when I edit the video. Right now we take our ship to the loading dock. Either way, had I not gone to Magnus and came here first, I still made over $1 million profit. So 20 minutes, give or take. It maybe 30 at the most. So if you do this, find a commodity here you can pick up and take it back to sell, and then grab your scrap and come back here. Did I do that? I did do that. You can make a nice little loop off of a fairly low costing commodity. There are ones that pay a lot more, but they also cost a lot more. We can get into those. That sounded like a gunshot. Did you hear that? What the hell? Oh shit. Where you going? Where you going? Look, there's my ship. Head for. Bumblebee's making me nervous there a little bit. The guy in yellow. My friends, we're going to get to our ship as quickly as we can. I love the background down here at Pyro. It's so cool. I'm sorry, not at Pyro. At the Pyro Gateway. You know what I mean. You know. Make sure nobody got on. Oh, guys, I don't know if you noticed, I got my little dash flare there. I've been starting to use those a little more because you know what? I lose them. Big deal. All right, you guys remember what we do next? You're right. We call our friends Pyro Gateway Cargo. Give them a ring-a-ding. Cargo transfer initiated. Look for your up. There's my green box. Dun, da, 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 da. Remember, you're flying a potato or a loaf of bread or a sack of manure, whatever you want to call it. She don't go fast, and if she gets moving, she don't stop quick. She can be a little bitchy, but it's all good. It's a money-making machine. Now, not to jinx myself. A lot of people say this doesn't work. You can't use the Hull C. The Hull C is broken. I have no trouble doing this. The only issue I've had using the Hull C, you saw it when I was at Magnus. 0 credits. That didn't make any sense to me. I don't know what that was about. That's a first time for me. However, we came elsewhere. Same server. I was able to sell it. Now that I've said that, like I said, I don't want to jinx myself. Watch me not be able to unload this. I might cry. But again, you saw I have over 14 million credits. This is an easy grind to do. I'm on a fairly low pop server. I think there was 159 people in here, give or take. I bet the majority are over at Pyro. Either way, not a hard thing to do. Yes, it takes money to do this. but it's so worth it. Oh, I'm going too fast. So I did get the Hull D. I finished my pledge CCU chain to that. I got a remarkable price on it. I think I got it for almost, I think it was 63% off the price. That's a big damn ship. I do not know how that's going to... See, look, the box turned green before I was fully inside it. Unable to transfer. We're going to give it a second. Come on, baby. No. Vehicle must be stationary within the loading area. So we're going to back out for the box changes colors. We're going to come back into it. Oh, there we go. It took it. Don't ask me. I don't know. But again, I can get it to work every time. Sometimes it takes a little finessing. But as you can see, bada bing, bada boom. She's unloading. How cool is that? It's so cool. I love this stuff. Anyways, as I was saying, I got the Hull D. If I'm not mistaken, that's somewhere around 20,000 SCUs. This is 4. That's 5 times the size, right? Well, the Hull E is like 99,000 SCU. If you think this thing flies like a pig, I can't even imagine what the Hull E is going to be like. It's going to have the same, thrusters and engines on the back on every side just to stop and slow and turn that thing. That's going to be crazy. I'm excited for that one. I'm working on a chain for it too, so. My money ships. 3, 2, 1. Mission completed, you guys. 15.9. I think I said 14.6 is what I started, so I made, 1.4? Again, I will verify that when I edit. I will put accurate numbers up there for you, just so you can see, but that's 30 minutes of work, give or take. Not too bad. Again, you need the money to start. You need the ship to do it. If you do have the Hull C and you need help in doing these, let me know. I'd be happy to give you an assist. Find me in my Discord. If you're looking for someone to help you run these missions. I mean, me, my crew, a lot of times we do this from time to time. So definitely join us. We'll give you a hand. All right, guys. That's it for me this evening on this episode. I'm going to try to get a few more episodes out over the weekend here, try to get back into doing a couple a week. Again, as I said, I'm in physical therapy for this neck issue. It's been pretty rough, but I don't want to say...
You are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the...
I don't want to say it's getting better yet, but I do see light at the end of the tunnel. So I do think it's going to work, the therapy. I hope. It's just something that came on pretty quick. We think it's might be from my car accident from like 20 years ago. I don't know what's going on. It sucks. It's been terrible. Anyways, sorry to segue there. That's what's been going on with me. Guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and definitely leave comments. I love the comments. If you have questions on how to do this, if you have other videos you'd like to see, I've had a couple people actually ask for some Aurora cargo run videos, so I might work on some of those here pretty soon. But any videos you'd like to see, let me know. I'd be happy to try and put them together for you. Do you have any bugs that you're stuck, can't get past? Let me know. If I can find a workaround for them, I will gladly help you. That's I used to kind of enjoy squashing the bugs. So let me know what you've got. Guys, I love you. I will see you in my next episode. Take care and have a wonderful evening. Good night.